spent some time with him, and man, he just, you know, I told him, I said, I can't draw, and he said, can you write your name legibly? And I said, yeah, and he said, you can draw that. And he spent a weekend with me, and I tell you what, it's just like somebody turned the light bulb on. And that's where saddle making, you know, the tooling part really started taking over in the art, and making things balance and blend together. And this you have to hand draw it on and hand tool it on. You can't tool it on the rock and then put it on the saddle. It has to be tooled on the saddle. So yeah, that's front's part of Bearcat to do. Edger, okay. And it just takes that corner off of that. I was going to try to find that. If you got a minute, I'll look. See the little circles in there? If you look real close, you can see all these little added lines I've got in there. And then from this, after I get this the way I want it, then I transfer it over to this tracing paper, and then I have to put it on the saddle itself, the leather. How many jobs can you work that you take raw materials and you're the only person that works that raw materials into a finished product? That's what it is. That's what keeps me going. And everyone's a challenge. Everyone has their little, every saddle you build has a little quirk about it. Sometimes it's like putting a seat in is a challenge on some. Sometimes it's getting them back jockeys to fit correct is a challenge, because those trees are not all the same, because they'll vary the thickness of the rawhide, and maybe he took a little bit more wood off of this one this time than he did last time. So they're all just a little different. So that part of it, that's what keeps me going. And my ultimate goal is to build a perfect saddle. It'll never happen. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody ever will do it. But that is every good saddle maker. If you go ask them, what's your ultimate goal? They'll say, build a perfect saddle. And they'll admit nobody's ever done it. Nobody ever will. It's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be perfect. And it just won't happen because we're working with non-man-made materials. If we was working with steel, where you could go get 1/8" steel and it's 1/8 thick all the way through, but this leather varies in thickness and the rawhide varies in thickness, and everything's just because it's natural materials.